Old Larson's made it to Ohio, baby.
Yeah, finally.
There he is. Woo! We're gonna get some Popes and Boons. Popes and Boons are on the menu.
Hello. Made it.
Yeah, baby. All right, guys. Warmed up quite a bit this morning. It's in the upper 60s. A little too warm for me. So Larson's in the Redneck Ninja stand. I'm headed into one of my bench stands. Basically on a bench adjacent to a cornfield near some funnels. So it's in the general area where that big 9-point came up last night. So based on the wind today, it's south-southwest. I think it's a really good spot for that type of wind. And the thermals will be pulling up hard. So my scent will stay up. But again, if he comes up, you know, the end of daylight, that's when those thermals drop, and that could cause issues depending on where he comes from. So I'm about to drop down on the bench, so I'll see you down there. Good morning, guys. Mike here. I'm in Ohio. I'm at my buddy Mike's camp, and I just finished my first morning hunt. It's around noon now and I'm about to get down, but I just wanted to check in, say hello, show you guys the spread, and let you know how the hunt went. So for one, the foliage is absolutely amazing. Check this out. Just real nice. I got in this morning and I rattled, and probably within 15 minutes a good buck came in, and he showed up about 100 yards away and then worked his way up towards me, started messing around with an overhanging branch, and I waited for him to go broadside so I could get some real good visuals on him, and I decided that he just wasn't mature enough. He was a nice 8, but he wasn't thick, he wasn't high, and he was really astute, just real keen out there and looking around, taking his time. And he worked his way up to about 15 yards from me, went broadside, and I just pulled back on him just for practice, but didn't let it fly or anything. And he was just looking around, and then we both noticed that another buck was chasing a doe around, and that buck just wouldn't give up on that doe. So for 5 minutes, that buck and doe were on in those woods over there. And eventually they meandered off, and then the buck that was under me, he meandered off. But pretty awesome first morning hunt. Well, howdy ho there, folks. Latte. So it's going on 4 o'clock. Gotta get out quick. So Larson had some good action this morning. He had a nice 8-point come into the monkey stand. He drew back on it. He was tempted to take the shot, but he decided last minute to pass on it. Just wasn't quite big enough. Sounded like a nice, respectable, wide 8-point. So right after that, he spotted a doe getting chased by a bigger buck. Didn't really get a look at that buck. And the 8-point that he passed on just kind of was, you know, observing. So the action's picking up, guys. He's in the shagbark stand tonight. I'm gonna head into the evergreen stand. Wind's picking up, so that'll give us some cover getting in, because there's a lot of leaves down that are loud. So let's do it. Back in the stand, baby. I'm in the evergreen stand. We're having a heat wave, which sucks. It's almost 80 degrees right now. Can you believe that? October 29th. It's gonna be like this the next few days. So the deer definitely will continue to rut, breed, chase, but
downside with hot weather is they might wait a little more, rest a little more in their bedding, right? They might wait till it's a little darker to get up and move. It's a little cooler. But they're still going to do their thing. If it's hot or cold, it doesn't matter. So hopefully they continue to move. It's a little cooler down in the woods here. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I just heard a buck tearing up a tree. It's pretty far away, but I can't see with the greenery right here, but it's in this direction. Which is good because we got the wind blowing this way. I can't see and I forgot my grunt tube back at the cabin. Pretty sure I heard him rubbing a tree a couple different times. It was like 3 different times that I heard some moving around in the leaves. So it's pretty windy. It's about 11 a.m. Wednesday, October 30th. Haven't had any action this morning. It's getting hot. It's supposed to be around 80 today, which sucks. It's not ideal. There's like 3 or 4 days of just hot weather, so the wind's really picking up. I'm not sure how long I'm going to sit. I might sit for another hour and that's it. And then come back out for, the afternoon, evening hunt. Larson, he's about 120 yards off my right shoulder in the monkey stand. I'm hunting out of the Hub 2.0 stand. Don't got my camcorder up because I dropped the strap that holds the camera arm. So, anyway, it's beautiful though. The sun feels really good. I got a lot of oaks around me, so the foliage is beautiful. We have a mock scrape right there. It's covered up, but the deer been hitting that same mock scrape for, this will be the 2nd year. You can see the licking branch, it's on that pine. But they tend to come from that direction and they filter through here. This is like a saddle. It's also an area where multiple terrain features meet up. We got thick bedding over there, we got a pond over there, we got a food plot, probably 150, 200 yards up there. We got a deep valley that drops down to a creek bottom over here. And there's just more bedding and stuff over there, so a lot of different terrain features kind of meet right here. It's a good spot to hunt during the rut. We had a lot of activity last year right through here. So you never know. It's going to be a good stand to hit up again for sure. So, all right, I will see you guys later.
All right. Good morning. Just finished the morning hunt, and I did not see an animal. But what I did do is I stepped in poop. Unbeknownst to me, on the way in, I stepped in some poop and didn't discover it till later when I'm up in my tree. I don't think that's why I didn't see anything today. I think I didn't see anything because it's exceptionally warm. It's like 70s and rising. Very warm day today. And no action, no animals, no nothing. I am in the monkey stand again. This is where I hunted yesterday. And coincidentally, my friend Kyra from California had texted me this morning, and the last time we all hung out was at the Monkey Bar in Manhattan, and here I am in the monkey stand. So monkey do, monkey see. Hopefully this afternoon is better. Mike and I plan to go to town and check out the local diner, get some eggies and bakey and sausages and whatever else they have there. Haven't been to town, so going to check it out, and that's it. And then get back out in the woods. So enjoy the day. Beautiful fall day, just too warm for the morning hunt, and hopefully this afternoon things cool down and there's an uptick in big buck activities. Signing off, Foliage Central. Talk to you later.
Alright guys, there's a scrape there, scrape there. The branch is broke. There's a scrape over there. That's all good sign. 3 scrapes right on the outside of this thick bedding. There's a deer right there in front of me. I think it's just a doe. There she goes. Could be a buck nearby. All right, guys, we're headed back out. Me and Lars. It's 79 degrees, October 30th. Mixing it up a little. Heading over to the neighboring property here. Got some decent bucks on cam. Starting to pick up, but the heat might have them stifled a bit, but they're gonna still be out there, and we're gonna get them. What do you think, old Lars?
Hold on, let me put my sunblock on. Tinks 69. Doe and sunblock, baby. Woo, let's go.
You know it, you know it. We'll see you on the next round. Alright guys, back at it. Headed to a stand I call the Crazy East stand. Larson's, he's basically on the western end of the property, hunting one of the bench stands we have on a bench. Gets a lot of good activity. The stand I'm hunting is also on a bench, kind of a ditch funnel, and so this is the stand I just hung not that long ago, and I had some action right away, so I've only sat in it once. The southwest wind should be okay for it, so we're gonna see. So we're gonna get up there, get it going. Halloween. Halloween's always been one of my favorite. Always been one of my favorite days to be in the woods. Usually activity going on, and we've already had some action. So Larson is about 100. Larson's about 120 yards from me. It's going to be another hot day, but it's going to be in the 60s up until about lunchtime, and then it's going to just skyrocket up around 80 again, which sucks. But the morning's nice and cool. It's cloudy and overcast. Sun's just starting to peek out. So as soon as I got on my stand this morning, there was a deer down here in this valley come across. I never saw it. It was still too dark. And then just as it got to legal shooting time, that I don't know where that deer ended up dropping into that valley further, but across the valley, I started hearing grunting and grunting. And then all of this chasing, breaking branches, grunting, leaves churning up. There was definitely a buck chasing over there. And so I'm grunting. And yeah, it was exciting. That was like right at first light. So Halloween, anything can happen. It can get spooky, baby. Big old spooky. Boon, make you say boo. What? Big old spooky Boone can come creeping in with cobwebs on his big old rack. Anyway, this is one of those days you got to keep your eyes peeled and be ready for anything. So I'm gonna strap it down. I got the camera ready to go if I can get that going. If something comes in, got my bow ready to rock. We got a south wind. So, should be good. See you later. Starting to heat up. Sunshine, it's going to get hot pretty quick. Definitely had activity at first light. Nothing since then. I got a good plan for the afternoon. We'll see how it does. Just keep you updated. Heard some more commotion down there that I didn't think it was squirrels. And that's the general direction of where I heard a buck grunting and chasing this morning. So it's after 11, Thursday, October 31st. It's getting hot out now. The wind's picking up. Full trees shaking. Larson texts me. He saw a doe. I'm getting pelted by like got pelted by a hickory nut on my love handle. Larson saw a doe. That's all he saw this morning. I had that action down in the valley at first light. All right, guys, we're getting ready to head out for an afternoon hunt. It's still hot, but it's windy and cloudy, so it feels a little cooler. I'm gonna go mobile this afternoon. I have an idea on a overlook spot. I've been seeing this group of 5 does every evening on one particular spot of the property. It's not far from the road. It's near some swampy area, and they're there. They come up every night. They're there, and I have a feeling that the swamp could hold some bucks, maybe something big. And if you got, you got the rut, you got a pack. You got the rut, you got a herd of does, and there's going to be bucks nearby, right? Those does are all going to be coming in estrus. So I'm going to go in with my mobile setup, my beast gear stand and sticks, which the stand's new. I haven't used it yet. I've used the sticks, which are awesome. So I'm excited about using the stand, but we're going to set up in an overlook spot near water with how hot it's been, being near water, being near does, and being near some bedding in an overlook spot could be the ticket. So Larson's going to go to the Deep Ridge 2.0 stand, which is where I shot my 8-point last year and where I got the footage in part 1 video, which if you haven't watched, go back and watch it. That was hunting throughout October, but I got that 9-point with the broken G2 on film at that field. And it's a good spot. It's a lot of good terrain features, including standing corn. So we're about to head out. Let's do it. All right, guys, I'm hiking in. Got the new beast stand on my back. So I used to use the Lone Wolf mobile hang-on setup with the Lone Wolf sticks. It's just too heavy. The stand itself was like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 pounds, something like that. This stand's like 6 pounds. And then the sticks, I got 4 sticks, and I mean, this barely weighs anything carrying it on my back. So I'm excited to use this moving forward. But we're gonna be creeping in to this tree line here. So there's a pond down here, and the road ain't too far from here. And the does like to come up in this field every night. They're up here. They start creeping in right before dark. And there's a swamp on the other side of the road. It's the type of area that you wouldn't really think to hunt, because you got all this land, all the woods, all the property goes that way. And there's a lot of deer, right? There's a lot of bucks, a lot of sign. But I started putting a camera down here, and I was getting some big bucks early morning hours going back that way, 5, 6, 7 a.m. before first light. And I'm like, they got to be bedding around that swampy area. So I think getting up here, not far from the road, but we don't want to be too close. It's real thick, so it's not like we're going to be on top of the road, but we want to be on the edge of that thicket, kind of in a transition area where those bucks or a big old boon could potentially creep in. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. We're going to give it a shot. So it's like an overlooked type spot. Some fresh droppings. But I'll see you up in the stand. I like this beast stand. We're only up about 10 or 12 feet. The wind's blowing my scent back into this field. And I'm expecting to get a shot right out in here. You got this thickets. You got this pond. And there's a swamp over there. So expect deer movement like this or like that. So we're going to sit tight, nice and quiet, and see what happens.
All right, guys, I want to give you some context on the mobile hang and hunt, which was a great success. I actually had a ton of activity, but unfortunately couldn't film as much. So I was set up pretty low, about 12 feet, near a heavy thicket, pond, and the field edge. And initially I had some does appear out in the field. I got a little bit of footage of that. A buck ended up coming out, busting them up, separating them. It was about 150 yards out. And then, right as it was getting dark, just as I was anticipating, deer came out of the swampy area, crossed the road, came up right next to the pond, and a small buck started chasing a doe hard around that pond. It was wild. They were within, 5 feet of my tree at times. The wind was in my favor. It was blowing away, kind of away and then down behind me. So that was working good in my favor, and it was fun to watch them. You could hear a little bit of the running around in the video clip, but it was getting so dark you couldn't see anything. And then right at closing time, and the shooting light was pretty much gone, a big buck came out, and he came out to my left, right on the edge of the field of that thicket where I was set up in. Couldn't really see his rack. You could tell he had something big going on. Huge body, big shoulders. He sounded like a bull. He was huffing and puffing, and he snort wheezed a couple times, which was really cool to have going on. And he was really paying attention to what was going on below me. And so eventually it got too dark to see anything, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. So I waited a while, enjoyed all the running around that I could hear, and I couldn't see them. Eventually I started wailing on my grunt tube when they were right next to me chasing, and it ended up spooking them, and they scattered, and then I just climbed down. But the Beast Stand mobile hang and hunt was a great success, and I just thought you should hear some of the context and the commentary as to what unfolded during that hunt. So let's go ahead and get back to the video.
Alright guys, I'm back in the stand. Friday, November 1st. This is Larson's last hunt, and then he's driving back to New York. We've had some good action, so haven't really had any good shooting opportunities yet. I had a nice buck right at quitting time last night. I just couldn't even see what he was. He has big body. He was snort wheezing. He was huffing and puffing like a bull. It was pretty amazing. I went in and did my new hunting beast stand setup, my mobile setup, and it was awesome. I was like 12 feet off the ground. I had buck and doe running around here. He's like a spike or something, forkhorn, something like that. Doe's out here, buck chasing a doe. Big buck came in. I mean, none of them knew I was there until, it was dark out and they're all still hanging around, so I'm blasting the grunt call to scare them off. It was just a wild hunt. I love the beast stand. Definitely happy with that. So, alright, let's see what we can get into tonight. chasing them. I don't hear anything else.
Meh.
Holy shit, I think I just hit that. I just think I hit that big 11 point. It was a far shot. It was like 34 yards. Alright guys, holy fuck. I just had a big boy come in. I think it's a big 11 a point. It was a far shot. It was like 30, 34, 35, 36 yards. But because of the angle, you shoot like it's 30, 32 based on the angle of this. It felt like a good shot. It sounded like a good shot. Like I felt like I heard it hit him. And he turned and ran, and he disappeared down that way. And then it almost sounded like he was crashing around, so I'm hoping it was a really good hit. Oh boy. Praying that's a good hit. Holy fuck. Alright guys, so I got down and I was just looking around for my arrow. I can't find the arrow. It's kind of a steep drop. He was right off the edge of the bench down here. when I shot, and with all the leaves and stuff, and the sharp angle drop right behind him where I shot, that arrow could be way down the hill. I didn't pursue him in the direction. I didn't go I didn't see any blood right there, but I also didn't go on the trail that he ran, but I know the direction he went, so I'm just going to wait it out. I'll get with Larson, and you know, it's nice and cool, so there's no reason why I shouldn't wait. And maybe drop in a little while and go look for him. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, just got back to the cabin, reviewed the footage. I got down and looked for my arrow a little bit. I couldn't find it. I didn't really go too far. It was dark out, and right where he was standing, it's a sharp drop. So if that arrow went through him, then that arrow could be, you know, way down the hill. So I didn't really mess around too much. It's been just over an hour. We're actually gonna eat some dinner and just relax, chill out a little bit. I reviewed the footage. I mean, I feel like it was good. It felt like a good shot, sounds like a good shot, but the footage is kind of at a distance, right? And it was a 34-yard shot, and there's a slight possibility that maybe he ducked it. I don't know, but I'm still feeling good about this, especially the way it sounded afterward. Like he ran, stopped, quiet, and then 20, 30 seconds later, it sounded like he started running again, but it almost sounded like he was crashing. So I'm hoping that's what happened, that he went down. So we'll see. We'll be headed out here shortly, so stay tuned. What's up? What?
I see your buck right over here.
Yeah.
He's fucking huge, right?
Yeah.
He's down. He's not moving.
Okay.
But his head is like still up.
Oh, really?
I want to show you him.
Okay.
Come on over here. Kill the white light.
Oh, fuck yeah. Holy shit. All right, folks. Sun just coming up here. Me and Mike are gonna head down, and we're expecting them to be there. It's just gonna be a tough recovery in this mountainous terrain, but let's go check it out. Let's get a quick bearing on exactly which direction he's pointed at. Yeah, so he's straight out that way. So if he's kind of like trails, it's probably have to zigzag down, you know? There he is. There he is. buddy. Fucking A, right. Holy shit.
Got some,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
he's nice, man. He's thick.
Fucking A. Oh, I'm fucking like crying.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking awesome.
Here, let me get some pigs. There you go.
Oh shit.
That's awesome. Look at me. Portrait mode.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats, bro.
Thanks,
Congrats,
brother.
that's
Holy
fucking-
shit.
That's it. He's
What a
he's,
fucking adventure.
He's beautiful. Look where you got him too.
Yeah, so I hit him up here. He must have been quartering too to come out down there.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see where.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I had a feeling maybe slightly quartering, but that's pretty sharp angle. Wow. Nice buck too, Jesus.
Yeah.
What
No,
a
he's,
nice buck.
yeah. He's mature.
Yeah.
And he's got nice characteristics in him.
Yeah.
You know?
This is so cool.
Yeah.
Do a little scan. Oh man.
I bet that's all him.
All right, guys, we got him loaded up. So old Lars was the bloodhound last night. He found the arrow, the initial blood, and then he found the buck. So, and then we, holy shit, it would have taken me forever if he wasn't here. So thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.
That's how the Boone brothers do it.
Yep.
All right. All right, guys, got my Camacho celebration stick. Old Hunter's excited to smell this ruddy buck, right, buddy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's getting in there. Old boy. All right, we're going to get this boy hung up. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more. I got T-Money coming out to hunt Ohio, and I'll be doing some hunts in Pennsylvania. So things are just starting to heat up. I got a Pennsylvania tag, so we're going to try that next. In the meantime, I'm going to get him caped out, butchered up. I'm going to go from there. So thanks for watching. Shout out to my boy, Larson. He, man, if he wasn't here to help me get this thing out of the deep abyss down in these valleys, man, it would have took me forever. So shout out to my boy. Check him out, Montauk Outfitter. He runs a sick fishing outfitter guide service up in Montauk, New York. So definitely go check him out. He's on Instagram. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.